from having a paycheck from anybody. We make our own money. We are able to live without fear of being blackballed. That's not about that. We have been embraced by the conservative people of this country, and wherever people are that are conservative, we have some friends in Spain. I've been to Spain when I toured with Neil Young. I've been all over the world. America is where everybody comes to. They die to get here, and we have people dying to keep it America. But lately, if anybody hasn't noticed, it's under siege. And I just feel like that if you think it's all good, then, and it's mainly, what blows me away is just white folks like me who are calling other white folks privileged. You know, oh, you're white privilege. Something's happened over the last 4 months that made it to where only Black lives matter. Nobody else's lives matter. There's a movement going on, and I don't like it. And that's why we stand up for what we believe in. I don't care if we lose every fan in the world. And Donald Trump is not the most perfect guy in the world. I am sure of it. But look at the ass clown that you got for an auction. I think he's horrible. I think Obama was no good for this country. I'm so glad to say that publicly, because he's no good. Sold us down the river. Trump's at least in love with our country. He is doing something for it. And I don't see why people hate him so much. They hated him before he even started his presidency. The hatred on people's faces, week 1, was over the top. And so we've taken it for 3 years, played music in bands with people who hate Donald Trump, played a lot of venues where everybody's hating on the man, and we've said nothing. But now I'm pissed off, and I could give a damn if I ever talk to those people again. I will not talk to them, have no tolerance for them. They're out of my life, and I'm seeking like-minded people, and I'm encouraging other people who feel just like me to get out there, wake up, and make sure that you punch back on people who are trying to shut you down. Because if you don't, and I'm not calling for violence, I'm saying your verbal ability to speak up for what you believe in. It's just unfortunate for maybe that's the only choices we have, but I personally think he's the best president we've probably ever had since I've been living for 63 years. And it's funny that I wouldn't have said that 4 months ago, because I'm beholden to the music business to make a living, but not anymore. We figured out how to make a living without the music business. And now that our financial freedom, the freedom comes from financially not being beholden to these people, and that's why I'm speaking up. And I'm not a nice person anymore about it. I will tell somebody right to their face, you are wrong. And you know, those people are really cowards, because they all will go right to you and say, oh, aren't you angry or whatever. It's like, you damn right I am, because you pushed me around for 3 or 4 years. You've hated on this man who clearly loves this country, and your ass clown has done nothing for 8 years, and then you're going to get the guy that was his vice president to be the president. He can't even finish a damn sentence. Who in the world would vote for a guy who can't even finish a thought? That's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I understand you. I understand both of you. I understand both of you, Anthony. I also understand Savannah too, because
I don't care if people play our music ever. We're going to be fine. I want people to know we don't need anybody to do it.
Yeah, Anthony. I'm gonna say it as it is. Number one, as I told you, I believe in God. I believe in the Bible. I'm already saying that out in public, that I believe in God and I believe in the Bible. I also believe in everything that is in the Bible. Everything. I don't want to enumerate because we already know. And I'm sticking up for my belief, and also sticking up for the belief that every singer, every artist has a right to have their music played, and that no one can define for listeners what is Americana and what is not Americana music. And you are a true Americana music, and you're true Americans, and you deserve publicity. And I'm giving you the publicity.
Thank you for pointing that out.
I'm giving you the publicity. I'm giving you the publicity for Ruffled Feathers. I'm not going to say my political convictions. I myself have risked my program for the interview, but I could have cared less because I am doing this as a form of free speech. Why? Because you have to draw the line in free speech. As I've always said, and I will give you the opportunity to use my quote in your concerts. I'm going to give you the quote, and you'll be glad to use it. Diversity without diversity of thought and culture is dictatorship. And I'm trying to say, we have, if we're going to be in America, we have to have everybody express themselves, regardless
right.
of what they are. I have given.
You can't have censorship in music. You can't.
I've given
tell
platforms
artists what they can and can't
Yes.
sing about. It's crazy. That's
Savannah.
what shapes our songs.
Savannah, I have given opportunities to everyone, from the far left to the Satanists, to the far right, and to the really far right, and even given to the loonies. Well, not to the loonies, I'd say, but a comic group called the Loonies. But I'm saying that
We're a couple of loonies today.
You're not loonies.
We love our country.
you're not loonies. You are two great musicians. You are cut from the Americana cloth. And never let anybody tell you that you're not cut from the Americana cloth. I brought you here because I was so angry that some musicians say that other musicians are not Americana enough. I decided to invite you after hearing you on YouTube and hearing you on... I heard all of your YouTubes. I saw your YouTube videos. You're Americana. What else could I ask? And the fact that I believe in God and I believe in the Bible. I have that belief too. I also have a belief that if we're going to be talking, let's talk. But if you're not going to talk, forget it. You have a right to have your music played. And as long as I'm the host of the Americana Bistro Grill, you have a new CD after Ruffled Feathers, we will play it. We will play it.
Thank you.
I could care less if others say. I'm right now recording our interview just in case someone decides that this is not good enough. I make this various copies and put it in other platforms.
Awesome.
I make 12 copies of. I'm gonna make 12 copies of this, and if this disappears, I have it in other platforms, which I'll gladly tell you, because we can no longer have censorship of music. This is America. This is not Cuba. This is not Venezuela. This was not Spain in the 1930s, nor is it Spain now.
That's right. Amen.
And then on top of that, I'm also increasing the amount of Christian artists that are going to be in the Americana Bistro Grill, because most Americana artists believe in God. Most of them. About a 99% believe in God. The only difference is that 50% are sort of like hesitant because they don't want to lose their jobs. I too have a day job. But the thing is, this is fine. I have also hit the straw because I'm seeing all of this. I'm seeing all of this, and this is not the America that I know, the America that I grew up with. This is not the Venezuela. You know what it's like to see? You know what it's like to see your neighborhood in Venezuela become trash? You know what it's like to have sports and politics mixed together?
Yeah, we do now.
I have to go all the way to Central Europe for my sports. Did I want to do that? No. But I'm doing it. How about the artists whose gigs have been canceled? I'm promoting every artist, because their gigs have been canceled, because they deserve to have a voice too. Every artist deserves to have a voice, and they deserve to be heard regardless of who they are, what they are, and what they believe in. That is all that I could say.
I'm so appreciative of you giving us a platform. We're just mainly. I know that you don't want to say what.
I don't want to say much because I'm a host of the Americana Bistro Grill, and I'm not trying to play favorites here. I'm just simply.
That's right.
I'm not trying to play favorites. I'm just trying to play the role of a host of a program that includes all Americana artists, all from 50 states or any country that loves Americana music. anyone who has the talent, anyone who wants to prove that they have the talent, should be given the opportunity to perform, and then we let the people decide. When you go to,
What a great idea.
when you go to when a patient goes to a physician, the physician A gives one opinion, and the patient doesn't like the opinion of physician A, what does he or she do? Go to physician B. When you're at the church and you don't like what the pastor's saying, or the pastor deviates from God, you go to another church. It's called freedom of choice. That is part of America. Freedom from fear. The fear that you are able to express yourself in any way, shape, or form.
That's what we just did. We stepped out of that fear and we're saying what we believe, and that has led us to a whole new world. And let me say this. Today, Savannah and I talked to a man who has promoted music for us in the past on music that was non-controversial, nothing going on with it other than just good songs, you know, singing about this, that, and the other. This music we have right now, Ruffled Feathers, is passionate, and it speaks of today and the times. Just like in the 60s, when the artists of the 60s, especially somebody that I work with, Neil Young, wrote music for that time. The music, the radio played it, but I'll tell you what, it was because the music didn't go along with the establishment. But you're looking at the face of the new conservative. I'm a greasy-haired musician, whatever. I'm not some straight-laced guy out there doing the 9 to 5. But I still believe in this country, and that's what gets me, is that when you can't fly a flag on your house without, or put a bumper sticker on your car that says whoever you're for, without fear of your car being destroyed. Our country has gone through a transformation right under our noses that none of us realize what's happening, especially this pandemic thing. The pandemic, to me, it's real, but it shut our economy down to the point where whoever's really enjoying the fact that we don't have the economy booming anymore is kind of probably the same people who are hoping that Donald Trump doesn't get reelected. In my opinion, everything that's happened over the last 3 years is in an attempt to get him out of office so that they can get back in, and business as usual, which would be the business that the people have no idea what's going on. The man has come in there and exposed all kind of things. He calls it draining the swamp. Nobody even knew about anything until now. I don't remember hardly anything of the Obama administration. All I know is that I never heard about anything he was doing. He's a smooth talker, good-looking man. But he didn't do anything for me. I struggled for 8 years. Donald Trump comes in. I don't care whose crotch he grabbed or whatever he's done in the past. Doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is my family had better opportunities. We went and played music places. We made more money. We had more fun. We were just living in America, baby. But now you see riots, you see people, Black Lives Matter and all that crap. Of course they matter. They always matter. Always. But so does my kids. Their lives matter. And that's why I got a problem with somebody saying to me, hey, your lives don't matter, but theirs do. Bull. It's all organized to get people all ticked off. And so, yeah, I'm ticked off. But Obama did the worst thing for race relations in this country. He set us back 100 years, and they used the blacks to get traction. It's not that blacks don't like whites and whites don't like black. I guarantee you, we do. But for some reason, they always go to that. They always pull that race card in America because they know it works, and that's what they did right now. It's a shameful thing to do. We were doing fine. There's a lot of people who are of that, you know, like just black successful people who will tell you that they have the same opportunities as I do. I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. I'm white, but I don't have any white privilege. I've had to work my ass off to get where I am. Plus, I married up. But I'll tell you what, I don't like it a bit to have my life destroyed for these fools up there in Washington that have had their jobs for 40 years or whatever they have, and they're millionaires. They're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, why is that? Why is a politician who doesn't make, I don't know how much they're supposed to make, 150, 200,000 a year? Why are they worth 200 million? You got to ask yourself that. We're stupid for letting them be up there that long. I agree with whoever says term limits. They got to get those people out of there. But hey, you don't have enough time in your show to get me going, because tell you what, I'm out of the bag, baby, and I'm telling people, stand up for America, stand up for the flag, boycott anybody that's going to kneel down and disrespect what my dad went to World War II, Korea, my brother went to Vietnam, my other brother was in the Air Force. I'm telling you, it is not right to destroy this country for some Black Lives Matter movement, Antifa, or whatever that is. It's just wrong. It's radical wrong. And America needs to wake up and do something. I don't know what else to say, but I'm passionate about it. I don't care if anybody plays my music or not, man. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, we already said one thing. Number one, I understand you. That's why I gave you a voice. Two, I'm giving your music a voice because your music is great, and you're not some crazy person. You are, as I said, you are true Americana music. Anything else, I don't understand. And I understand you, everything. And I want the best for you.
I'm passionate about it.
I know. That's why I had you here. I didn't mind you.
Well, I get on my little show every day, or when I feel the Spirit move me.
Yeah, I didn't mind.
And I'll do my little show.
Yeah, and I didn't mind taking a risk, because for me, everyone has a voice in America. Everyone.
They should.
And that's the way it should be. That's why as I said, I'm sticking out my neck, and that's why I'm recording this. Or that's why I'm putting it in my camera for more copies, just in case. Because your voice has to be around so that we could hear Ruffled Feathers, and also so that we could, and so that we could not only hear Ruffled Feathers, so that you could have a voice to express yourself. Because, as I said, no diversity of, if you don't have diversity of opinion, you have a dictatorship. Be glad that you didn't. Be glad that your family. Be glad that your family didn't have to. Yeah. Be glad that your family didn't undergo dictatorship. My family underwent.
Save our country so that our kids don't have to live with somebody like AOC.
Yeah, my family.
In 8 years if it'll stop her.
Yeah, my family lived under dictatorship in Cuba. Most of my classmates in Venezuela are living under dictatorship. Spain in the 1930s. And now they repeat the same experience. That's the other reasons why I called you. And I also want to let you know that not only do I like your music, but I appreciate both of you. I had a pleasure of having both of you here in my show. And I hope that more, I wish I would have been more expressive, but as a host, I have to keep a position as neutral.
We understand.
Well, we've got 3 kids waiting on us to feed them, so we're going to.
So what I'm gonna do is before I leave, do you have any other last minute requests? Anything else to say?
No, just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for having us on and letting us express our voice. And, you know, I hope that people go and listen to Ruffled Feathers, not for us to gain financially out of it. It's just music that was given to us by the Holy Spirit of God. I had no idea I was going to write those songs. The lyrics came to me. I can't even claim to have written them, but they did come out of my head, but from the Spirit. And it's a divine record for us. And we're not, you know, we want people to hear the music more than what we want to capitalize on any kind of financial gain on it. If we do, great, but we want people to hear it.
And my message is to just be kind to one another and allow other people to have a different opinion without shaming them, belittling them, but blackballing them.
Shutting them down.
Just let people have an opinion. You know, that's just called respect for your human being, your
Right.
fellow neighbor,
And
your
it's a
fellow
God-given
man.
right. It's a God-given right.
And also, Roberto, have a forgiving heart. Have a forgiving heart. Because there are people that have attacked us that we've gone back and became friends with again. And we welcome everyone to listen to our music. And I hold no judgment on anyone. And I don't have a problem with anyone to have their own opinion. Just allow me to have mine. And give our music a chance.
And same here.
You might actually like it.
Same here. Same here. Before leaving, because you have to feed your children, and I'm also going to be interviewing the pastor that baptized me in Lake Wakiva.
God bless you.
Before that, I do want to say this. I already bought your record. And I also gave to you. If you know of any other artists who believe in God, and have the same opinions of God, the Bible, family, love, country, please send them in, because we need more of them in the Americana Bistro Grill. The more...
Blue Mother Tupelo.
Blue Mother Tupelo. We'll send you a link, but there are others out there for sure.
Plenty
Thank
of
you
them.
so much for what
Send them, and for me it's a pleasure and an honor. I'm going to be sending you a gift from the Americana Bistro Grill. It's from Florida. I just finished the photography of the American flag and the Florida flag in my office.
Wonderful.
That's it. My best wishes to both of you. And here you always have a home and a place to play your music.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Phone number too. I'll call you. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you. And God bless America.